Hello and welcome to today's Chessle. Unfortunately, you're going to see a lot of disconnect between what I'm saying and what is happening on screen because I'm an idiot and forgot to unmute my mic as I recorded. Current score is 6-3 to the game, and we're starting off with a Karo Khan line, e4, e5. Sorry, e4, c6 is the Karo, d4, d5 is an advance. With the e5. I'm checking it now, and unfortunately, it's not looking good. However, my immediate thought process was that it's going to be some sort of probably Queen's Gambit declined type line because I'm seeing that e6. It's a big warning flag. So I put in some moves from a sort of classic Queen's Gambit. Chuck both the knights out, and I consider bishop e7, but I thought, hang on, if I pin, that makes no sense. After they've played bishop e7, so I'll pin first. They play bishop b7, then I'll chuck in the knight, and then castle, just to see. And hey ho, look at that! It is some sort of Queen's Gambit declined to start off with. I fill in the rest of the moves and consider what else I can do. I'm looking at e3, but sort of blocks in the bishop. I like bishop e7. We know that's going to be in there somewhere. I consider just developing a bishop instead, just trying some other moves, just seeing what's happening. In hindsight, e3 was dumb because it blocks in the bishop. It's not very often that you do that. You often get the bishop out first in the Queen's Gambit. I was stupid and put bishop e7 in the same place, and immediately realized this, and so said, well, bishop e7 is going to end the entire thing. What does that mean? Well, how about some sort of Catalan? Because there's no other knight move. So I went, okay, let's try a Catalan idea. And we got g3, which means it's some sort of, Catalan-y thing. Unfortunately, c6 and bishop g2 were not part of this line. So now I'm staring at it, getting a little bit worried because I don't know where this is going to go. I considered g6 for a moment, completely forgetting that bishop e7 was going to come, so it makes no sense. So then I was thinking about lines that I've missed previously. It's where pawns have took, or like odd things like that happen. There's some random checks thrown in. So I decided, how about taking? And then I thought, well, that would make sense of maybe moving the knight there, because I was like, well, what else? If there's no bishop g2, a knight move. Unfortunately, this was not the answer. I'm counting there, realizing this is my last attempt. I'm getting a little bit scared because we're currently 3 points behind. The game is beating us 6-3. So I'm staring at this and I'm trying to remember anything that I've seen before, and I'm sort of vaguely going h6. In hindsight, again, h6 is probably not a good idea because bishop e7 is coming, which stops any ideas of pins anyway. So then I sort of threw away, sort of decided, okay, I'll chuck the two bishops out, and couldn't see anything else that was logical. And unfortunately, didn't stop to take some time to consider what else could have happened and what I've seen in the past, and closed my eyes and just hit submit. And I'm looking back and forth here, going, well, what makes sense? What makes sense? In the end, I go with my guess that is on here. I just go, screw it. Let's see what happens. So you'll see me click the submit in a minute. Still trying to work it out. Still pretending like I know what's going on. At this point, there's so many options, I don't really know. There we are. I click submit, and I realize, there's a random bishop b4 check thrown in there. Yes. And so I go, oh yes, there's I remember a line where I've seen a bishop before, followed by moving all the way back. But there we are. Unfortunately, got it wrong. The score is now 3-7 with 4 points behind. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to scrape some points back the rest of this week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.